Choosing the right seller on Fiverr can be a bit like choosing a pumpkin. You want one that comes with a fairy godmother and some nice pumpkin spice, not a frog that will turn your project into rags. Hi, this is FiverrFin's guide to all things Fiverr, and today we'll be looking at my top 5 tips for choosing the right seller on Fiverr. The first thing that you need to decide as a buyer on Fiverr is, what's your budget? While you probably can find someone who will do what you need for $5, the truth is if you stick to that and refuse to go any higher, you will probably end up disappointed. The ratio of good sellers to not so good sellers who are charging $5 is pretty bad, so think very carefully about your budget. Even $10 will get you a better seller. Use the search function. Fiverr is set up as a kind of McDonald's of web platforms. So use the menu. There are a lot of filters, which we will go into in a later video. However, you need to use the search function and that will get you a better seller. Much more likely to be someone who aligns with what you want. Don't dismiss new sellers, or ones that seem less experienced than others. New sellers can be highly qualified. Some of them are qualified through university. Some of them have experience providing this work just off of Fiverr. Some of them through learning online, and some of them are a combination of all these things. Also, just because they don't have a level yet doesn't mean that they haven't had one in the past, the recent past. Sometimes sellers get demoted. Demotions can happen through no fault of the seller. Like for example, if a buyer orders but decides they don't want whatever it is that they were buying anymore and cancels. So, look at their reviews and look at their portfolios. New sellers probably won't have great portfolios, but as long as they've got one, you can look through and see what their work is like. Their reviews can be very revealing as well. If you have a new seller, a real new one who has joined this year, if they haven't got any reviews after a few months, they probably haven't been doing particularly well, or haven't been focusing on marketing their gigs. This doesn't mean they're bad at what they do, just that their gig has been buried. But be careful nonetheless. Demoted sellers and those who've been there for a while, they will have reviews. So look at them and make sure that they're good ones. And my last tip is to try out a seller before you give them a big order. Just make a small test order first. For example, for a graphic designer, it might be small adjustments to an existing graphic or image of some kind. For a web designer, it might be some kind of tweak to one of the sections of your website. For a front-end developer, it might be something like installing a plugin. A small order will let you test the water first, meaning you'll be a good deal less likely to be disappointed and out of pocket. And that's all for me today. If you liked the video and want more, please subscribe and ring the bell. I'll see you next time.